Hi, I'm Tori Nair, one of the career counselors here at Aurora University's Career Services Office. Today, we're going to talk about job offer evaluations. It's very exciting when you get your first job offer, and sometimes you just want to accept it right on the spot. You're just ready, you're so excited, you got your job offer, and especially in this tough market, it's exciting. You want to just accept. But there's some things to think about before you accept that offer. And so I always recommend, and you see this as the second bullet point here on the screen, but I recommend asking for at least 24 hours. So say they call you, say the employer calls you and says, guess what? We want to offer you the position. Here's the salary. Will you accept? You can say, thanks. I'm really excited about this opportunity. Is it okay if I take, another 24 hours or a day or two to think about it and get back to you? This also allows you to evaluate the offer. So when you get a verbal offer on the phone, you'll also want to make sure they follow up with a written offer, whether it's emailed or mailed or both to you. Most will be emailed with full details. So in that offer, it's going to give you the information about salary, which they probably have also told you on the phone, but they'll also give you information about benefits, about your specific job responsibilities. So you'll get your full job description, the company culture, growth opportunities. It'll give more information about the actual company and position, more than you probably learned just in the interview process. Again, you want to ask for that time to think about it, both so you can look at all this information and process it all and talk through it maybe with family and friends or us in career services. But you also want to be able to really just think about, you're excited at that moment. Is this something I really want to do? Is this a place I really see myself? So even though you obviously want to accept most offers that you get, there are things to look at and make sure that you before you accept without considering all the options. Again, don't be afraid to ask for more questions. So it's possible that you may look through everything and then have questions, and that's okay. And again, we're happy to help. So if you've never looked at an official full-time job offer, we can look at it with you and tell you what looks good and not, and what questions you may want to ask. Again, if you feel like the salary that you're being offered is low or maybe average, but you think you're worth more, definitely feel free to negotiate salary. So here's some resources on the screen that are some good sites to look for average salary for the role. The thing to be considerate of is typically for an entry-level role, they're going to be at the lower end of the average salary range that you find online. You also want to consider where you're located, because if you're working in Chicago, they may offer a higher salary than if you're working out in the suburbs, or if you're working in California versus working in Montana. So think about where you're at too, and typically these sites will allow you to, filter by where you're living so you can see what's the average salary for that location. Also remember, it's more than just salary. So obviously your annual pay or your hourly pay is awesome and you want to know what that is, but you may also get bonuses. There may also be potential for raises, plus the benefits. I mean, the benefits are expensive, and looking at the benefits to see, retirement benefits, health insurance, paid time off, all that is very important to look at in addition to the salary. And oftentimes if you can't negotiate salary, maybe they have a specific number budgeted for the role, you can maybe negotiate paid time off or additional benefits. So come in with a plan. So this is where we can help, or a family member obviously can help, where you can kind of look through everything, get your research done, find out what you feel like you are worth, and then come in and provide that research and that information as you're negotiating salary after the offer. Also understand the employment contract in general. So know what your job title is, what your duties are, what you're expected to do every day. Again, the compensation and benefits, those working hours, are you an 8 to 4 employee, 8 to 5? Are you in the office? Are you remote? Are you hybrid? All those things are important. Are there any termination clauses? Can you just be let go? How can you leave? Are you not allowed to work for competitors? There's a lot of other things within that employment contract, so it never hurts to have somebody else look at it with you just to make sure you're not missing anything. Most are pretty standard and will be fine, but I think it never hurts to just look at it and make sure you understand everything. And if you don't, or if there's parts that you have questions about or it's vague, then feel free to, like I said, call them back and ask those questions before accepting the offer. Again, if you have questions, that's what we're here for. So it's in a very exciting time to get an offer. And a lot of times we're just ready to just move forward onto the next thing. But it doesn't hurt to talk to people and just get everyone's opinions before you accept. You may decide to also decline an offer, and we can help you with how to professionally decline an offer. or again, negotiate an offer, or maybe you're deciding between two offers. We can help with all of that. So feel free to reach out to us at this email, or again, schedule an appointment via handshake, but we want to help. Again, we're here for the whole process, and we're excited for you with this offer that you've got, or maybe a couple offers that you've got, and we want you to make the best decision for you. Thanks.